Hello everybody, Chris here. Today we're going to show you a little bit about some of the stuff we were purchasing over the last few months to get this RV adventure started. As you see, I have a lot of stuff here on the table. Some of the stuff I have is the same stuff that Kevin bought, but we'll just show you a little bit of differences if there is any, and you guys decide if you like what you see and use some of the products. Nothing here is sponsored whatsoever. It's just things that we researched, or I know I did a lot of research on my own about certain products, certain brands, and other ones I just, honestly, I went with what looked good and had a good price. So let's start off with some of the big stuff here in the back. Blue water hose. Gotta have a blue water hose. Some people go with white. I chose to go with blue because over the years I've seen white camping hoses in the sun turn brown and start to crack. Haven't seen any problems with any blue ones. It's your preference. Go ahead and get what you want to get. Then I got a couple of short red hoses. I'm going to use these for my black water tanks and for hosing down my truck, hosing down the RV when we need to, putting out a little campfire if we have to. I went with two 25s because you never know where your water supply is going to be in the campsite. So I went with two 25s that if they're close, I got a small hose. If I need to add, I got it. And that way I don't have to pull out a whole 50 or 100 foot hose every single time I want to use it. This is the Sidewinder. This is going to be basically the bridge that my black water sewer hose is going to be spread out on, so it won't be laying on the ground getting stepped on. It'll give it a good flow from the beacon all the way down into the sewer hole. Went with another Rhino product, the RhinoFLEX. These are just, I got a couple of these. These are the 10-foot extension for the RV sewer hose. We've been reading a lot about campsites and how sometimes the sewer connections are right there with you and sometimes they're not, and you come up short. So I went ahead and grabbed a couple of 10 footers, throw them in the box, very lightweight, not going to be a lot of weight, don't take up a lot of space. So two 10 footers as opposed to another 20 footer. That way again, just like the short hoses, if I don't need the whole thing, why pull it out when I can only pull out a smaller one? While we're on water and sewer, I did go ahead and get a startup kit for an inline water filter system because you never know what kind of quality of water you're going to have at a campsite. So we're going to start with just a quick inline filter, and then we know the coach has an actual filter system in it as well, but this will give us a little bit extra protection, and then maybe down the line we'll get another filter system to add in line with it and give us some triple protection. So I grabbed one of those, comes with two filters, the little hose extension to connect it to the water line, and then grabbed an extra filter, that way I can change them out about every few months. Assortment of bungee cords. You never know when you're going to need bungee cords to hold things down, wrap things up, hug your totes together, hold your totes together. So just bungee cords, just a little assortment of all different sizes. This here red thing, it's actually 3. It's a road kit. It's the collapsible triangles for if we have breakdowns on the highway, we can be in compliance with some highway safety, put up our road triangles, and let everybody know that we have a problem on the side of the road. You got your tank juice. I decided to go with 2 different scents. I'm going to go with the lemon flavor for my gray water. This is a gray water brand design. TST, again, good ratings, but it's for the gray tank. And over here is another TST product. This one is orange. This will go in my black tanks. It's preference. They make mint, they make pine tree smelling, different types of fruits. I just prefer the orange and the lemon. Just, again, personal preference, but TST makes a great product. Little wand to help me, if I need to hose things off or hose the truck down or get something a little higher up on the rig. If it rains and get leaves on it, I got a little adjustable attachment wand just for the hose. Standard. Actually got this at across the street at a hardware store. Not very expensive. Again, it's personal preference. There's so many different kinds, but I like this one. I've used one in the past at the house, so I went ahead and got one of these for the coach. This contraption looks kind of odd. Doesn't know what it is. Well, it's a collapsible bucket. Figure spaces everything in a RV, so I went ahead and got myself a 3-gallon collapsible bucket in case I have to bring water inside. Do some flushing of the tanks or take any cleaners around, do windows or what it may be. Got a collapsible bucket. It's very strong, very sturdy, good handle, heavy duty plastic, but very lightweight. And again, when you're all done with it, collapse it down, fold it back up, very lightweight, takes up very little space. A lot of what I have here is from Amazon, and the rest of it is just from a hardware store across the street. You choose where you like to go shopping, but Amazon is a great place, and right now we should own stock with all the money we've spent there so far. Got the disc on the pin for the Kingpin on the trailer. Eliminates the use of having to use grease and getting all dirty and having your Kingpin dirty and your truck dirty. So we'll grab a couple of these, one that we'll put on right away, and one we'll have in reserve in case something happens to the one we have on there. Again, I didn't mind paying the extra money for it. It's not something that's going to take up a lot of space or a lot of weight, again, in an RV. That's what you got to look at. Back to hose and sewer. This is a hose rinser for the sewer hose. I just grabbed it. I saw it on Amazon's Black Friday type Amazon days. It wasn't that expensive. I said I was intrigued by it. It's a little gadget. It is a Camco RV hose rinser. Put it on the edge of your hoses, hook up your black water hose, and you can go ahead and flush out all your hoses if you need to. All right. Went ahead and got a Kingpin lock. Here's the keys, just fell out. Put the Kingpin lock. I know they're not designed to keep the criminal that really wants your coach away from it, but it will keep the honest people out and make it a little bit harder for somebody to come in and hook up your coach when you're out exploring during your day at your camping trips. Coax cable. Now I was asked, why did you buy some coax cable? And I just told them that even though we're going with the streaming type of television for entertainment, I still may want to get something local, or if we don't have a good signal somewhere and I just want to have something on the TV. Most campsites have a local antenna hookup. So I went ahead and ordered off of Amazon a real heavy duty interior exterior coaxial cable. This one here I believe is 50 feet. I didn't want to get anything shorter than that, but who knows, might be too much, but either way, it's a 50-footer, price difference wasn't that much. So it's just a standard coaxial connections on both. They have them already installed in the RV, and most parks have them as well. There's a couple other things I did buy along with this. I bought some quick disconnect push-on adapters that you put them on each end of this, and then you put them in when you go to install them. You don't have to sit there and try to thread it and get that little pin perfectly straight in there. Once the pin is on that coaxial connector, the adapter, that's a push-on connector, you just push it right on the supply from the antenna supply, and then just push it right on into the coach. They have them that are 90-degree angles, so you don't have to have it sticking out and running down and keeping things from hitting it and pulling it out or breaking it. So this is an easy way. It's just a 90-degree, it's a push-on, threads right onto this, pushes onto your coach, pushes onto the supply, and you're good to go for local television. These are just a couple of wheel chocks. They're inexpensive, they're plastic. I'm not a huge fan of these yet, but I got them to see how they're gonna work. I've had some that work before, that work for a lighter trailer. I wanna see how they're gonna do on the heavy trailer, but over time I may go ahead and switch to the heavy duty rubber, or I'm even looking into the X chocks, which I haven't bought yet, but these will get me started. So I have a couple of these wheel chocks. Standard torque wrench. I went with the Lexavon torque wrench. It was a good price, had some good ratings and good reviews. Once again on Amazon. I haven't opened it. It's still in the box because I don't quite need it yet. But I did get this one here. It was, again, affordable. It's Lexavon, again, not a sponsored product, but again, good ratings. I also picked up a quick set of Lexavon sockets for it. These are dual sockets. There's 3 standard with the 3 standard sizes, and then there's 3 metric with the 3 standard metric sizes. Then it has the pin to put in there, the adapter that goes onto the torque wrench where you can just put it into either side, which is cool as these are double-sided. So if I wanted to use the standard side, I would take this pin, pop it in there, and now I can use the standard size, and it just fits inside of the metric side and back onto your torque wrench. Pull it straight out, goes back in the box, folds up real nice, lightweight, very quiet. Again, my choice, matter of convenience for me, and again, good quality ratings on the Amazon purchase. This is just the Camco RhinoFLEX main sewer connection pipe. It's the main sewer connector. I ordered the one with the clear elbow. This end goes into the ground, and then you can actually see what's coming in and out, or not in, coming out of your coach into the ground. And as the water swirls through the pipe, you can tell when your pipes are actually clean and all the waste is out of your tank. Very recommended now. You don't have to have this, but it is just a matter of convenience, and highly recommended if you don't want to guess if your pipes are clean. You got this, you can tell the water coming out of them is clean enough. Comes with 2 caps if you want to just cap the ends when you're done with it. It's for storage, so you don't have any leakage out at the end of any of the residual water in there from cleaning it out, so it's got a couple of caps as well. This is something, okay, I gotta tell you something here. I was told I can't buy anything for the inside of the beacon. That's gonna be my wife's job. She's gonna do the interior decorating and find some of the inside stuff for storage and everything. But there's one thing I couldn't resist. I did find it on sale through Amazon, and there's some refrigerator shelf liners. Everything's gonna slide around in that Beacon RV as you're driving around. So I bought some refrigerator shelf liners, which will help keep things from sliding around while you're driving in the refrigerator. They're also easy to wash if they get messed up. Lightweight, again, don't take up any space. Line your refrigerator shelves with it, and you'll hopefully eliminate some sliding around of the stuff in your fridge. This here is my RV level kit. Some people are going with the snap pads. I'm not completely out, not sold on the sold on the snap pads yet, so I went out and got me a good set of heavy duty plastic leveling assist pads. This is a set of 10, so I think I'll be all right just to give myself a little more stability underneath my auto leveler jacks. But again, well worth it. Heavy duty plastic, thick, lightweight, come in a nice carry bag. So as long as that lasts, just keep in the carry bag, easy to toss under, easy to store. Put them in the back of the truck, we'll be good to go. Here's my 50 to 30 power converter, in case I get to a place that only has 30 amp. Here's my 50 to 15, in case they don't have 30 or I just need to charge my batteries or something. I can hook my power up here and run it into a standard cord. Again, Amazon, which is great, all-powerful surge suppressor. Gotta have a surge suppressor. Basically, you're gonna plug this in. Well, you know what they're for, but this is the one I chose. Now, this is a POWSAF. Again, it had good ratings, nice pull handle, and lucky for me, I got it at about a 40% discount at Amazon as one of their deal of the day. So we bought it a couple months ago, and here we go. It's POWSAF. It does have the lights for indicating if your power is good or what you need to do to fix it. One more thing here on the sewer side. I didn't want to carry rocks around inside of the RV as we're driving around. I don't want to rely on there not being any there to keep your sewer cap into the ground in case there's some overpressure. You don't want your black hose popping out of the ground even though you have the elbow that seats it in. So what I did is I picked up one of these, it's a sandbag, it's empty. You could put gravel, you could put shot, you could put sand in this bag. Holds 5 pounds of sand, so if you put shot in it, it's probably going to be a little bit heavier, but then you take this, you drape it over the top of your sewer hose after you put it in, and it'll help eliminate blow-offs. Adds a little bit of extra weight to it without having to use boards and rocks on top of your equipment. I picked up the RVGUARD water pressure regulator. It has the valve, use it for your RVs or your gardens. This tells you your pressure, and this can adjust your pressure for you. And it'll tell you how much pressure is coming in and out. You got to hook this up and then look at what your recommended RV pressure is coming into your pipes, so you know how much pressure you need going into your filters, out of your filters, and into your coach, so you don't pop those plastic joints off. They are a little pricey, but this is one thing I didn't go cheap on. This is a liquid propane hose. This one here is designed to fill your 1 pound propane bottles from a 20-pound propane standard barbecue tank. I'll just fill them myself instead of having to constantly be throwing out the bottles and purchasing new ones. These are just some spring-loaded clips to screw onto the wall that I can clip my power converters to. My dog bones, hoses can clip on here if I need to, brooms, shovel, or whatever I have in there. That way they don't rattle around and they'll have a home for them. So these are just some spring-loaded clips. Just a little bit extra 1 pound propane extension hose. Keep the propane bottles a little farther away from the supply. Then of course you got to have yourself some microfiber cloths to do some cleaning and maintenance of your vehicle. I've been able to get all of this stuff inside three totes, 3 large totes and 2 of these small ones, and there's still room in all of them once I unbox everything. So There you have it. Already seen the truck. There's just the startup gear. I know it's a lot, but there's still more to get to start up and be able to hit the road. And I hope that you learned a little bit. And if I gave you any ideas, you know, I'm glad. Hit us up on Facebook. Leave us a comment down below if you have any questions. We'd be glad to answer those questions for you. All right, this is Chris saying see you later for Retired Road Tripping.